Welcome back to the channel, brothers and sisters. Welcome back. This one is a Witching Hour special. So we are Thursday night, Friday morning. It's 10 to 3 in the morning, and I'm about to embark on a Witching Hour special. And this one, this one's a good one. This one is a good one. A lot of people don't know this one. A lot of people don't know what I'm about to talk about and reveal at the same time. Because this one is really a lot of people don't know about this one. So you'll be thinking, what is it you're going to be talking about? Well, this is the internet's secret political society, and they are called the Death Cult Armageddon. Now it sounds completely mental to what the name is, but that's it's a political secret society. They've been around for a while. This is more of a political secret society. It started back in the early 2000s. The early stages of the internet. They were on chat forums, and people will remember Bebo and MSN, MSN Live, MSN Chat, and there was a whole load of other ones. Well, this is where this secret society operated in. It's not a dark web one. It was early stages of the internet. This is a case of if you know this one, you know. If you don't, well, I'm about to enlighten you on this secret society. They're that secret that a lot of people don't know about this one, which is why that's why I do it. That's why I've done it, because there's no information about this. There's no information about this secret society whatsoever. Can't find any information about it. Just give me 2 secs. It's a bit windy, but holy moly, the vibe in here has changed massively. Very much. Because in front of me, I'm totally blinded. There is rumours that they operate in the back rooms of the internet, but they more than likely do it. But they're just a political secret society. They're heavily involved in world politics at the moment. They really started getting in heavily involved in 2020. Oh wow, I've got a new flashlight. It's a chargeable one. Holy moly. I'll let you see. That's just a flashlight. Nothing's hiding out of that gaze. Has different modes and everything. I'm actually going to get another one. It'd be awesome if they did a big one like that, but they've just got a wee one, but that wee one's brighter than It's brighter than the big torch. So anyway, back to the secret society. So this one. The reason I touch upon this secret society is you could say that they're part of the simulation theory. Purely because this is one, if you know, you know. If you don't, well, I will be going somewhere. It's early in the video, so I have to watch what I'm saying, but towards the end of the video, it's worth hanging around for, put it that way. But this one you can't really do your own research on, because there is literally nothing there. So what's the principles of this? Well, you would have heard about what was being notioned during the pandemic with the World Economic Forum. Well, this is the secret society that a lot of the members are part of. Yeah, it was really, really strange. I swear there was somebody standing there, like. Anyway. So they're bringing about this one world government. This is the secret society this is the political secret society. You would have heard about Bohemian Grove. That's a rabbit hole. That's quite hard to come across anything. But they're also part of that. Their name sounds more than they actually are. But they are pretty, like, I'm not saying anything, but like they've not got good intentions, put it that way. They have top politicians. They also have very, very they're backed by very wealthy donors. Even the wealthy donors are part of this secret society. There's a few tech companies as well, because they also tie in with AI as well, artificial intelligence. Now, if you can do your own research, the outcome will be different for every person, and every time you search, you will get a different outcome, different search every time, if you can. If you know how to, it's worth doing. They were around in the early 2000s, so they started back in, well, they laid the foundations in 2001, 2002. They were around before, but they ended up going really, really quiet. They weren't really heavily involved. And then as internet got more and more popular, that's when they started surfacing. They reached out. This is why. I'm not a member or anything, but they did reach out back in the early 2000s, and then they appeared again. They went quiet for a little bit and then they reappeared in 2014, and pretty much since 2014 they've been on the, from 2014 onwards they were on the incline, and then they really took hold in 2020. They were around way back under a different name, but I'm not going to reveal that. I might do another video on this one. So why are they are totally behind AI. Totally behind it. Controlling narratives, pushing agendas, taking voice snippets of people and then making it out that person, or it could be that politician or elite that's saying it, when in actual reality they're not, but they've used an AI generated program to do it. And through that they just want to, they're also about mass surveillance as well. You just need to look at the UK. We're the most surveilled island on planet Earth, and it's about to go to a whole nother level. And the reason why, when I talk about some stuff and I'm like, it is what it is, or what will be, is purely because of this secret society. They really took a hold in 2020. Like, really took a hold in 2020. And there's pretty much, unless there's like a proper revolution, but they control a lot of, because they have politicians that are part of it, and these politicians are well, we all know, some countries, their politicians are in charge of their armed forces and stuff. But like I said, who am I? So the reason I know about the secret society is I was contacted back in 2001 to 2003. This is how I know about the political secret society. And I've got to apologise because I do have a lot of notes for this one. I'll actually take my cap off. I do have a lot of notes for. I have a lot of notes for this video. That's the only drawback, because I know things from back in the early 2000s, and then I just remembered things from back then, and then just basically amplified it into today. But it's a bit chilly though, because it is like, it's a proper clear night, the stars are out and everything. It's proper freezing. Need to try and get a better light for shining, because like, I'm just totally blind to anything that's in front of me right now. Me talking about this, things might happen, but yeah, it's all good. They've been behind the recent political movements. The political movement back in Ukraine. They have been behind some regime changes in Russia, but they got clamped down on. Their big move was in 2020, and we all know who the big player was through that. Not naming names, it was just a person in charge of a certain country. They really, really influenced through that. And this society also has links to royal families as well, and world elites, but mainly they have a royal family links as well. There's just there's no getting away from that. Got to remember, it's all back to front. Don't like how I'm blinded at the front, to be fair. Because there's been a couple of times, I swear, there's been... That's a bit better. I do apologise for the beam of light over on at the side, but I kind of need to see what's in front of me. Because I've got a tree behind me, so... So you would have, if you know about some dark web videos on YouTube and stuff, videos that do compilations of dark web and stuff, this is one that's not mentioned. There's probably a reason why it's not mentioned, but because they were on the dark web back in the early 2000s. But then they ended up just it took so much flight and so much movement that they're no longer in the back areas of the internet. They're heavily influenced in European politics, mainly. A little bit of the UK politics. It's that worldwide now that they're part of. Every government's got at least a member or two, maybe more, that are part of this secret society, and they do not have the best interests of humanity at stake on that. They really, really don't. You're probably thinking, what's this got to do with anything? It's got everything to do with everything. Everything. Social media, mainstream news, they're all influenced by this secret society. I've just given a name. People think is like, oh, who's behind it? Well, this is the secret society behind it. This is how most of all the world governments are. They all just, for some weird reason, they all seem to be saying the same thing. Just remember, the universe doesn't work on coincidence, and there's other people that don't work on that philosophy either. I don't believe in the philosophy myself. But that's how most of all the big governments in the world all say the same. They all say the same thing. I had a funny feeling that light moved. It's very interesting. I was actually a bit sceptical about doing this video, but when I did the daytime video on glitches in the Matrix, I thought, I'll come out and do this video. This video will probably start showing that there's a bit more to me than meets the eye. I've been leaving some things just to and then all of a sudden now I'm starting to, like I said, my rocket boosters are, we're on this journey through the veil. The journey through the veil is going to be about things like this. It's going to be about urban legends, ghost stories, but mainly, and amongst it, there will be things I drop like this, like how do I know about this? Well, I know about it because I know about it. A lot of people won't know about this one, and that's the whole point in doing this video, because there's always that feeling that's like, right, well, who's behind all of this? It's not just the World Economic Forum, there's more to it. Well, there is. It's actually operated and governed by a secret society. That's the reality. I started seeing it mainly starting to play out during 2020. And it explains why the world's all split on this, like, they've brainwashed people to think that everybody's got to have a set way of thinking politically and stuff. Well, politics have not really got anything to do with anything. It doesn't matter who gets in. They all say the same thing. Just the wording's slightly different, that's all. They never ever do anything that benefits anyone, essentially. There is some things that they do that does, but you just need to look at have the digital ID. Right? We're already the most surveilled country on planet Earth. It's a small island in the middle of nowhere. We're already the most surveilled, and we're now going. They're now going to take it. They're now taking it to a whole nother level. I just think it's absolutely insane. The world has gone absolutely mad. They want to push this AI, and no one can see the warning signs. Like, it's not a benefit. It was originally set up with good intentions, but now it's not. It's not. You just need to have a look at your social media feed. I can guarantee you most of that feed's AI manipulated, if not all of it is. And that's actually quite scary. That's why I don't have any social media. I came away from it because I could see it was AI generated. They all want everybody, and because I stepped away from it for a good few years now, everyone's doing this whole left-right thing in the UK, and then you just need to look at it worldwide. It's just, you've got to either be left centre, right, centre right, whatever. I'm not really, I've never been political. I don't care, because they all say the same bullshit. It's just worded different. It's just different bullshit worded differently. That's all it is. It doesn't matter who gets in. They don't have the normal person in mind. They're only about themselves and their donors. That's it. They're not even about some of the party members and other politicians in the party, because the politicians can switch between parties willy-nilly. It's evident. It's been happening. And it's usually politicians that are not part of the secret society that end up resigning and stuff. It's evident in UK politics over the past wee bit, the amount of politicians, and there's been more politicians that have went to certain positions and they've all resigned. Why do you think? Why do you think they've resigned? They begin to realise that there's something else behind it. And they end up finding out about the secret society. And it's a political one. It's very, very, very very out there. Very out there. I want this video to make you aware that these people are influencing they're using AI to manipulate. You just need to have a look at your social media thread. It's so AI generated, it's unbelievable. Back in the early days, it wasn't, but now it is. And it's all because a lot of these tech companies, a lot of the people that work in them, there's a couple of CEOs, they're also part of this secret society. It is literally worldwide. So this is a true statement. What I'm about to say. It was through a back channel. I got a message a year ago. And it was from someone I knew. And the message was, "They are more evil than I imagined. We don't deserve what they have in store. It wasn't created to take over, but they reprogrammed the program." That was a message I got from someone I know that's in the know, and it's quite scary. I've done all the notes, probably skipped over a few notes, but I wanted to really emphasise that this secret society was also started back in the early 2000s with noble intentions, just to find out people's political ideas and things like that through chats and the early stages of Facebook and a few others as well. It was all started like that. It was all started with good intentions, but now it's not. Like I said, the AI program got reprogrammed. I got told that it was a year ago, if not a little bit longer. It was more than likely 2 years ago. It was 2 years ago. It was back in 2023. I bumped into someone that I knew and we had a wee chat. And even he said that, like, it was created with good intentions, but these people are they're more evil than even he imagined. But that's where we are. That's where we're at. Like, AI's so manipulated people's way of thinking, and a lot of people haven't seen it. I'm not political, never have been, and it's because of this. I knew this a long time ago. I was a teenager when I found out about this secret society, and ever since then I've never voted, and that's the reason why, because there's a secret society behind. Some of these politicians wear a mask. Their mask is they all have to operate under the secret society. They can never reveal themselves themselves publicly, which is why some of them act a bit strange, and You just need to look at a couple of especially in the UK at the moment, some of his speeches are AI generated. Like, there's no getting away from it. Because some of the things that's been spoken, and it's not done with a soul or a conscience behind it. Because they also control the AI as well. And that's it's nearly towards the end of the video, and I'm going to state that this secret society is not good. It's really not. It's really not. It's really not a good one. No secret society really is, but this one's not a. I'm actually sitting here over the witching hour thinking, like, well, if I I've got to be careful when I step out and when I go about my business, because this is probably the most controversial video I have on my channel, but that's the whole point in doing the journey through the Vale at the witching hour. That's why I did this. So this is why I'm doing this at the witching hour. And I'm actually quite glad that it's quite windy, so like I can sense there's things there. It's always there watching. But I'm not interested, I'm not paying attention to it at the moment. Because this is more important. Like, this secret society do not have the interest. It's that gone that it's towards the end of the video. Why do you think there's not been able to be any peace negotiations with Ukraine and Russia? Because one is a member of the secret society and one isn't. It's easier to, that's why they say, Donald Trump says that there's bad blood between them. That's because there's one that's part of the secret society and there's one that isn't. And the one that isn't is making it harder for the peace negotiations. And that's truth, because that's the whole point in doing the journey through the Vale, is to also speak the truth. And I feel I have to do this video. That really lights up. That's actually pretty nuts. I'll let you see. That's how it lights up. It's pretty cool. It's really bright. So I'm going to jump on after this and do another. But if I feel it's a bit too windy, which is probably a blessing for doing this video, because we're going to have loads of experiences. This will be the last witching hour in this woodland. I thought I would do it here at the bottom, because I've not been down at the bottom. This is the first time. It's just a bit too windy to go to other woodlands, because I was going to go further up I was going to go up to where the ravens are, but it's too windy to go up there. It would just be full wind noise, and I thought, right, I got to the middle, I got up onto the hill and went up onto the middle woodland, and then it was just far too windy, and I thought, nah, come back down here. At least in here it's a little bit sheltered. Got a nice wee creepy crawly on the torchlight. You want me to get any heat for it, wee pal? Yeah, so this the secret society is pretty. Back in the early 2000s, and then fast forward into like 2014 onwards,